too. Parts I don't need right now. Here's a part that did not come with my very first heater. There was nothing in the tank. That is the fuel, which is meant to be drill a hole, stick that in, rubber O-rings, and the nut, so that you have your fuel line. That didn't come with my first one. It was supposed to, but it didn't. So I actually had to have a buddy of mine. He fabricated one out of a bolt, drilled out a bolt, and made me one. At least this one came with it. Alright. That would have been nice on the first one. Muffler I don't need. Mounting plate I don't need right now. But yes. The remote. I don't know what I ever did with the remote to the first one. Totally lost it. I have no clue. And that's the exact same display. This is the exact same unit I already have in the van. This is what we're going to replace right here. Now this time I got the beauty one. I got the carbon fiber looking thing. Yeah, 4 little. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how I did this last time. So that's going to go. Okay, so that means that plate is down on the floor. It is sealed, which means I have to get the 4 little nuts under the van, plus undo air intake and my exhaust and the fuel line. And I do believe, I think I recall putting all that together and then setting this down in the hole and then screwing this down to the floor with all the splits around. Oh, this is gonna be. I have a feeling that. Oh, I'm gonna sing it. Getting stressed already. I can see I am not going to get any sleep tonight. No sleep for me. I'm going to have to drink a whole bunch of NOS and stuff to stay awake, because there's no sleep for me. Because I got to get this done. Once I start, there ain't no stopping. In this box. Trying to warm it up in here, but the garage door is open because my van won't fit now because, yeah, that's right, I put a roof carrier on top of it. Okay, so now this is something that I did not use in the first one. See, I wish I should have had this. Oh, I should have had the heater when I did my build. I could have put this somewhere different. Been able to have a swivel seat up front for myself to be able to sit and relax and just have more leg room, comfortability. But I didn't have all this when I first now I'm not sure, this don't make sense because I know this is my air in, that's my air in, this goes to that, that's the air intake. Fuel line. This is the exhaust tube. That goes to this. Then they give you these three pieces, which, okay, I get it. That would mean this would go. Same size. Okay, same. Alright, so the flex tube will clamp on to the end of the heater. So one end onto the heater. I guess they expect that you could open this up, stretch this all out. Does it stretch out? Yeah, it does. A little bit. Yeah, it does. Not by much, though. Okay, that does not expand that far, but I guess if you really worked it, and then this could go either one spot to direct the heat, or we put this in here, clamp it, and then I guess they figure maybe you'll cut this shorter because you won't, I don't know. It seems to me like they should have given a little bit more of this. Because this don't go on.
No, that's the same size.
So you're either doing this to tee it off, but then you still need more hose to go to wherever. I don't know. And all the goodies. Fuel filter. Fuel pump. At least now I got a spare fuel pump, got a spare fuel line, another fuel filter, wire harness. Now the one question I was wondering, and I tried to look it up online, and I couldn't find anything anywhere on YouTube or just the Google interweb searches. Now I know I read somewhere a long time ago on the first one, it says to do not modify this wire harness for it'll void the warranty and all. But it's only 3 wires for this part, for the controller, and which is this harness right here. So 3 wires. All the rest of this goes honestly don't remember. Vault codes. Flame extinguishment. Check whether the oil line has any air or whether it is obstructed. That's what happened this morning, man. I guess it was obstructed by some debris and that's finally collected in the bottom of the tank. On the E3, yeah, the glow plug. Had that one happen. E6, motor fault, which is for the fan. Check the polarity of the magnet, position of the Hall sensor. So now, alright, so wiring. Please make efforts to avoid destroying the insulation of power line and prevent abrasion, breakage, clamping, or thermal fluids. As for waterproof plug, please make use of vine plug to block the unoccupied plug cavity and prevent dirt and water. Please realize electric connection and grounding firmly without corrosion. Main control board, blah, blah, blah. Trying to remember here. This goes to the control panel. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Ugh. See, I'm already shouldn't be doing this. It's too freaking late. Yes, this one goes down to the oil pump. This one goes, so the black one goes to the oil pump. The dose, how they call it, the dose something or other, dose pump. So the black goes to that, then the white one goes to the heater itself, and this one goes up to the control panel, and then you have your power and ground. So what I was trying to find online and couldn't find anything is if I could wire this, I could wire this, put this back by my bed, take this and bring this wire, whatever part, because that gives you quite a bit. And if I brought this part of the harness up to the other one like this and spliced it in, I wonder if both control panels would then work the heater. But I don't want to try it and then have it not work at all and then have to wait to order. See, that's a test. That's something I'll test in the springtime. When it warms up, I will buy a whole nother thing, or this wire harness, and a whole nother one of these if I have to. And I'm going to actually try to wire up so that I have one back by my bed, so I don't have to get out of bed to adjust the heat, turn it on or off when I'm nice and warm under the covers, but it's cold in the van. But then still have the one that I can that I reach back from when I'm driving to turn it on or off, or to turn it up and down, et cetera, or while I'm sitting on my bucket, right there by it, I can reach over and adjust it. I want to have the dual option. So that's going to be a test for come springtime. Yes, for springtime. That's going to be a test then. Not now. Because right now we're just worried about placing the damn heater, putting in a nice new quiet working unit with the fan. It's going to be quiet. Because the noises it made this morning, not good. Not good at all. Not good. Oh, God, my back hurts. Ooh. Oh, I don't want to, but I think I'm going to have to take some ibuprofen. Time to bleed again. The bleeding stopped, so it's time to take some more ibuprofen. Wait for the bleeding to start. Yeah. Bear with me, I'll be back. Okay, so for anybody's first time, I apologize, I can't see. Okay, for anybody's first time doing any diesel parking heater stuff, install or anything, this is your first time tearing apart your 4D250 for 4D350. I guess they've probably all been the same 150s. You got two 18mm nuts back here at the back of the seat. A short 18 will get the left side. You need a longer 18 to get the right side over here. Or an 18 wrench to get it started till it's up so far, and then your short 18 can get on it. Short 18 will not get on it with the ratchet in it. And then up front here, you got the T55 is your bit for the front, for your front holes here. Now, I just had these out not so long ago, and I sprayed them with penetrating, and they are completely dry and back to being rusty looking. It's amazing. I guess because they are straight through and out to the exterior. So now the trick for removal, hopefully you guys can see, I hope. Okay, so what I found, one, you have to lift up, you gotta lift up the back of the seat, pull it back just enough so that it don't go back down on the bolts, and then let's put some light on the subject, and tilt the seat back. Now, if you don't have your build completely done, you got room to put it in the back. Cool. Me, I don't. So then what I must do is, and I can't get this door open all the way because the stuff in my way out here. Son of a mother trucker. Okie dokies. So now you gotta have your door open far enough so that you can do this. And then, oops. Well, don't forget about your, don't forget about the damn plug under here. Come on. No, that's all right. My airbag guy light's already flashing in. It flashes and stays on at me anywho. So it don't really matter if I screw up this wiring, huh? Just be nice if any other time this thing comes apart fairly simple. Except for today. Because, that's right. I think I need to put a blade in here. I don't remember. that pulls back, and something's got to give here. All right, the broken damn thing, we're just gonna pull that out for the moment. There we go. Pain in the backside that is. Look at all that rusty frame under there. Okie dokie. Now, this goes. Oh. And then this will just push right there out of the way. Now, thank God for. Hopefully that didn't screw up anything, I hope. All right, now, okay, that goes off to the side. And I am not undoing self-leveling lap sealant that I used, because these things come with a mounting plate. That mounting plate was put down and screwed down to the floor. That is not coming up, so now my only option to replace this is on the bottom side of the heater unit. You have 4 bolts with little tiny nuts. And then from the underside of the vehicle, I'm going to have to try to get to the intake, air intake, and the exhaust clamps that hold those 2 components onto the heater. I had this bad gut feeling that when I installed this one, I had all that stuff attached. I brought it up through the holes and attached it. Or no, actually I had that plate mounted to this. Then I had this stuff attached. The hole in the floor was big enough that everything went down through. Then I just, before I put this down through the hole, I smooched all the lap leveling lap sealant, pushed this down, screwed it to the floor, and that was kumbaya. So now, what I always thought was, well, if I have to take it up, I'll just pull out those 4 screws and I'll just cut around and pry that up off. Well, I don't want to do that because I don't have the time nor the money. I don't have money to go get more lap sealant. Don't have the time to go get lap sealant. The temperature is not warm enough to be using the lap sealant. So therefore, that sealed plate has to stay on the van. And the unit has to come off of that plate, which means the 4 nuts underneath, that's where it got to go next. I don't think I'm gonna try to video that because if my memory serves me correct, I've got to work on not swearing on my videos so that if I ever do get to monetized status, because YouTube doesn't like swearing once you're monetized. Even though some people do it. I don't know. So I'm gonna put this on pause and then I'm gonna go underneath and figure out what it is that I need. Actually, I'm gonna probably pull the goodie bag out of the other the box for the new unit, figure out what size the nuts are, and then that way it's only 1 trip under because my back is killing me from work. The other day, 2 days ago, I guess it is now, yeah, 2 days ago. Oh, back hurts, shoulder hurts. Oh God. Oh, and it's not, I mean, it is like almost 50 in here with the torpedo heater running. But I'm sure if I go look, I'm probably almost out of fuel in that. And yeah, so that's the old unit. That one's going, I got a rebuild kit, new glow, well, I already have a new glow plug in it. But I got a glow plug kit that comes with the gaskets so that I can take that chamber apart, clean out the chamber. I'm going to see about removing the fan, checking it, cleaning it, taking it apart, figure out why all the noise it was making this morning or yesterday morning Wednesday morning when I started it back up after it shutting off. And then I will look online to see, because the parts themselves, like the glow plug, even the motherboard in this thing is not that expensive. They're quite cheap. So if I have to get another fan unit, I bet you it's way less than a whole new kit and caboodle. So I'll be able to buy another fan unit probably, replace that, clean it all up, have it all back together, and then I'm just going to put it in have it as a spare. I'll put it in my storage unit and hold on to it, because then I will have a complete new spare. I also still have the brand new, the Dose Oiler, which is the fuel pump. They call it a Dose Oiler. I think it's funny as hell. I don't know what that means, but Dose Oiler. I got all these spare parts now, so that's the only reason I bought a whole nother unit. Plus, since even though the seat's on top of it, I got that really cool, I got the carbon fiber looking one instead of the white plastic. The white and black, I got the carbon fiber black sexiness. Like I said, not anybody can see it, but at least I know it's there. And I like me some carbon fiber. It's the only carbon fiber I think I'm going to have in the van yet so far. So I will catch you all later. I will be back. Probably like when it comes to pulling this out and putting everything back together, maybe. We'll see what happens. So for now, peace out, and I'll be right back.